If you've ever had this feeling that something was terribly wrong with the world that we live in, but you couldn't figure out just what it was, then you've come to the right place. Secret societies, mystery religions, and the Illuminati have been controlling our reality since the beginning of time. But not anymore, because there is an awakening happening, and you are about to become a part of it. Wake up, because this is a call for an uprising.
This is a call for an uprising. Welcome to today's show. What perfect timing for the high priestess witch Beyonce to return to the public spotlight at a time period where there's a lot of civil unrest occurring, where there's division amongst whites and blacks. And I guess it's just a coincidence that they release or are releasing a Beyonce film entitled Black is King.
A journey is a gift.
Who are you?
I feel like I'm not a king yet, but like I got potential for it, but I'm not there yet 100%.
The ancestors never left you.
That is an African way. You can't wear a crown with your head down.
Nothing is complete on its own. You are the king.
Yeah, it's a huge coincidence, right? For starters, apparently it's about the Lion King. I had no idea the Lion King was about race now. Last I checked, it was about some, some cartoon lions running around, won't becoming the king. Lots of singing and dancing. Jackals, that kind of crap. Now it's, of course, about race, and black is king, of course. And some people will say, well, if they've had this plan because they've been planning this for the Lion King, what a perfect timing for it to come out, right? Absolutely perfect timing. And who else better to bring it to you than Disney to put this on for the children? But we live in an insane time period, right? Soon it's going to be illegal to buy white paint. It's racist to use toothpaste because it's white, right? Is it illegal to buy white donuts? Every statue of anyone depicted as white is pretty much being torn down. I mean, it's pretty unbelievable what's going on. And again, I'm not saying that racism doesn't occur, and I'm not saying that I'm for any of these statues. I couldn't care less either way. I'm for Jesus Christ. But it's about what they're doing, right? It's about the message and the point they're making. But first, let's take a look at some of the clips, because you might have missed it in the video, which just depict Beyonce as the witch that she is. Well, look at this here. Doesn't this picture look familiar? Is that Beyonce as the Baphomet? Got the horns on her head. Yeah, that was just all about something to do with her skin color, not an agenda that they're showing you this is being pushed by the Satanic New World Order. No. They were filming, and they said, Beyonce, what would you like to depict yourself as? And she said, I would like to be a goat. And I'd like goat horns on my head. And nobody said, hey, Beyonce, since you pretend to be a Christian in the public eye, maybe it's not a good idea, to put the ram horns, the goat horns on your head, because everybody knows that it represents Satanism. I mean, this goes back to album covers like the Rolling Stones. But no, of course, so Beyonce just happened to wear it because she's making an artistic expression about black being king. It has nothing to do with Satanism and the occult's agenda here. Then you get Beyonce, which this just makes me laugh because people actually still believe Beyonce is a Christian. They even show the cross on the wall in one of the pictures that she's looking at. And in the corner, you see the cross on the wall. But she's reading a book called Black Gods and Kings. Oh, right. So Beyonce's not pushing an agenda here, let alone the fact that anybody who claims to be Christian who is reading any book about false gods, because there are no multiple gods. There's one God. And kings, of course. Kings. There's one king. His name's Jesus Christ. So she's reading that. Then you get, because this fits in perfectly with the Lion King, right? Because remember, they're telling us that this is about the Lion King, right? I just can't wait to be king. I think that might be from Lion King. Could be another Disney horror story. But there, look, the chessboard. Boy, that fits in perfectly, right? I don't remember Simba playing chess in the Lion King, do you? But hey, remember, this is about the Lion King. So we have our black and white Masonic checkerboard. Now, for those of you who are new to this, this represents the duality, the as above, so below, Freemasonic mindset that they all have. Their good deeds outweigh their bad deeds. These people believe that they are here to control and rule over us. They always are wearing black and white checkerboard clothing. They're always using it in music videos. You know why? Because if you go in your town and you look up your Freemason lodge, now, I don't think you'll be able to get in the door, which is a little shady, right? If you knock at the door, you say, hey, I want to see what this is all about. We can't come in. It's a private club. Well, the floors are always black and white Masonic floors. Sometimes you'll get the blue and white. And you get the Prince Hall or the red and white tiles as well, the blood sacrifice colors in music videos. But, you just get a checkerboard because Beyonce was just, I guess she was playing chess with Simba, and, that's why they put it in there. Then you get, these other people screaming. You can see, lights that have the Baphomet horns on them in the background. But the whole point of me doing this video is because this just pops up at a really convenient time. Now, usually it takes months and months in advance for them to prepare this stuff. And remember, we're all supposed to believe these people are under quarantine. So are we supposed to hypothetically think that Beyonce filmed this in December, November, right? And it just happens to come out right now, where there has never been more unrest in this country, where literally they are making it every single thing you could possibly say offensive so they can take away free speech. They are tearing down every statue that they can. They are making, going through Twitter accounts of every celebrity they can to find something that's racial. All these Masons are taking the bullet for the betterment of the brotherhood, right? Because civil unrest and racial unrest leads to a new world order. It leads to order out of chaos. All of these celebrities are the ones who are working you. The video I showed you of all of these celebrities apologizing. Remember that? Apologizing, saying they take responsibility. They're taking responsibility for what? Oh, okay, right. It's pretty amazing that people buy into these agendas and don't realize that there's a bigger and greater agenda behind it. None of these people who are protesting anywhere, for the most part, have really been oppressed. There is police brutality, but you'll find just as many police brutality cases against Hispanics, white people, and that's because the Freemasons' job. Oh, I'm sorry, did I just crack a nut open there? I mean the policeman's job, because all policemen are Freemasons. They go through the fraternal order of the police force, which is going through Freemasonry. It's part of your requirement, which they don't tell you about, but you can see the logo everywhere, right? Signs and symbols rule the world. But that's a coincidence, right? That these police forces, these state police officers have the Masonic logo on it with the G. There's nothing behind it. Nope, nothing at all. And just like there's nothing behind Beyonce just showing up and returning, right? She's just gracing us with her presence at a time where we could use people to unite, but instead of uniting, if you refuse, what's the newer sayings? And I can't even say stuff on here because it's just, anything is hate speech on here that isn't, go with the agenda. You could sit on here and say, I don't want to be a part of either side and I just want peace. And they go, no, we've done that now. Now you need to join us or else we're going to take down your channel. We're going to take you down. Please give me an utter break with the nonsense. Like Beyonce didn't have this plan. Like these things aren't going to pop up. Wait for the music videos that are going to start popping up, right? In the next few weeks, you're going to see music video, showing brutality, police brutality, showing all sorts of racial, division and all of this stuff, because that's how it works. And that's exactly why Beyonce's video just got released or is about to get released on Disney Plus. And everyone in the media is going goo goo gaga over Black is King. But apparently it has to do with the Lion King and nothing else. I don't know. To me, it looks like it might have something to do with the Antichrist, to be honest with you. Talking about a king being born. And we know their king is, who they worship, Lucifer. and the waiting for their Antichrist to arrive. Maybe the Antichrist is here. Because this whole messaging behind the video I showed you, tell me once in that messaging, once in it, where any of it has to do with the Lion King. Right? Remember? The circle of life. I don't see that messaging there. I see something real serious about racial division and just everything that we see going on in the world. So what a coincidence that that's getting released at this time. I just had to do a video on it. I'm drained from this stuff. It's unbelievable what people are buying into. It's not surprising. We live in the dumbest time period ever. I want to thank everyone out there who's a subscriber to the website at callforanuprising.com. Check it out if you haven't. I want to thank the Patreons. Because of you, it keeps my YouTube channel going. A lot more content coming out. I've been a little bit drained, so forgive me for that. It's not easy to, talking about the same stuff every day. And there's so many other things I want to talk about. But obviously, there's just so much going on with these two agendas at the same time, which filter into 10 agendas. With Agenda 2030, the vax, the currency. I mean, it's really just a lot for a lot of truthers and a lot of people who do this to deal with. So hopefully you guys are supporting people out there who talk about this type of stuff. You could be strong for a few days, you could be weak for a few, but it's not easy to do. So thank you guys who support this channel. I love all of you. Take care of yourselves. God bless you and your families.